Okay guys, today I have a very interesting video. We're going to do a 1-hour rebuild, trying to rebuild the Anaheim Ducks, get a cup as fast as we can. Obviously, if the timer expires and we go past an hour, we lose. If we get a cup within that hour, we win. Settings wise, all I did was do kind of default settings. We got hard trade difficulty. I turned off as many notifications as I can to make us speed run this challenge as fast as we can, which is going to be my strategy. I'll explain my strategy real quick here. So I'm going to start the timer as soon as we start doing any moves. So I'll explain to you guys my strategy here, okay? What we're going to try to do is move all of our guys with value to another team in exchange for better players. We're going to try to get players on the trading block as that's the easiest way to make the trades go through. Besides that, we're going to be trying to maintain the best team we possibly can, competing each and every year and simming as fast as we can, giving us as many chances to win the cup. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're going to go straight to the trade block. Like I said, we're going to be looking through the trade block for a player or players that have good overall and hopefully not much rating here. I want to just go through all the teams. We just saw Gostisbehere there. That's an option for our defense. Our defense is obviously really bad right now. We're going to need to pick up superstars. We're going to need guys in the 90s if we want a good chance to win the cup. I'm not really seeing much on the trade block right now. Okay, Seattle has a couple options that I think we're going to come back to and try to make trades there. Beyond that, Pietrangelo, he's a little bit too old. Okay, let's head to Seattle real quick. Brandon Montour. I'm not going to touch the guys for next year. Bjorkstrand and Burakovsky are the first guys we're going to try to pick up here real quick just to make our offensive core better. In terms of trading value, we'll give them this high top 6 guy. We're still a bit off. Do we have any more prospects? Another top 6 guy here. Will this go through? Trade accepted, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to go to our lines. The best lines are lines. And then probably just sim here. And then make a little trades later when the trade blocks update on each team. So we're just going to best lines this. Again, the menus are so slow. We really just got to work through this. The trade values look nice, or the chemistries look good. I do want to get Leo Carlson on this top line if we can. Actually, I'm going to leave him there defensively. It looks as good as we're going to get. And then obviously Gibson and Dossel, so we can't do anything about that. Okay, we're going to just start simming. We're already a minute 50 in. We've already made one trade. And we're going to try and sim all the way to the end of the year. We're probably going to stop this partway through to make sure that we make the playoffs. I would like to make the playoffs in the first year if we can. Definitely going to stop before the trade deadline and make a trade if we have to. We're probably going to do it no matter what. So this is the next part. This is the part that's going to kill a lot of time. It's just simming here. So starting off good, 2-0. Just skip all of these screens as fast as we can here. Again, the sim's a little bit slow. I want to make sure that we don't fall too far out of the playoff race. But I'm not going to do anything until we really have to. It's a good chance to develop our guys with potentials here. 7, 6, and 1. We're floating here around 500, a little bit above, which is good. This team still isn't great on paper. Definitely one of the harder speed runs. We're starting off from like a team that's basically a rebuilder. 12, 10, and 1. I'm just spamming X just in case we get any type of pop-ups. I turned off every single pop-off that I could. All these other ones, unfortunately, are not optional. Again, just hovering a little bit above 500. 17, 4, and 1. 18, 4, and 1. Sorry. This is stressful. 20, 15, and 1. 21, 15. So we're getting a nice little gap here out of 500. 24, 16, and 2. We're doing actually really, really well so far. As long as we don't go on like a big losing streak. I say that and then we go on a 3-game losing streak. But we do bounce back with 2. We're approaching the trade deadline here. I'm just going to quickly stop this to make sure that we're stopping right before. I don't want to get stuck in the game or the mini game, as that's going to kill a lot of time. So it's looking like we're going to be pretty safely in a playoff spot at this trade deadline. We're almost 4 minutes in here, and we're already at the first trade deadline. I feel like we're making pretty good time. Okay, there we go. So again, we're just going to quickly run to the trading block. I just saw Burakovsky is absolutely killing it, and just see if there's anything on the block that's of interest here. We could trade for guys not on the block. It's just going to be a lot harder. I just saw Uyghurs there. That might be a good option. He isn't the youngest, but he's also not the oldest. So, and our defense definitely needs help. So I think Mackenzie Uyghur might be a good pickup. He's on a decent little contract. Just seeing here, Montour's there. I don't want to touch them yet. We do have next year. Petrangelo's a little bit too old. We're using next year rosters. So only guy I really saw here was on Calgary, Mackenzie Uyghur. We're going to try and pick him up real quick here. Again, we'll go to all skaters and just see if we have any prospects. I want to try to keep our better prospects if we can. The other guys I'm not too worried about. Like the guys that are farther off, this is definitely going to go through. Just quickly try and get a little bit of value back here. We'll just throw in like a fourth and like a maybe 2/3. I don't want to be too picky here. I just want it to go through. Oh no, okay. Wow, okay, they're being very stingy here. We're just going to push it through. There we go. I thought we could get a little bit back there, but I didn't want to be too stingy. We'll hop back in here and best lines it again. Got a little bit of development going for Carlson. That's good to see. We'll just best lines it. They messed up the lines a little bit here. Leo Carlson, we definitely don't want him on the fourth line. That's the problem with best linesing stuff. Beyond that, just quickly fix this. +1 there. I like our forward core. Our forward core, I think, is definitely good enough. Defensively, we're honestly not looking that bad. I didn't really see much else on the trade block that I was interested in. We're going to quickly go here because we're making decent time. I want to go back to Seattle. I said I wouldn't trade for Stevenson or Montour. I'm going to stick to that. They did have some other players here, though, but we're really kind of just looking for defensemen here. We're going to move on, and we're just going to sim to the playoffs. 6 minutes in. Let's push to the playoffs here, and hopefully we don't fall out. We shouldn't. Should be making the playoffs, and maybe we get it done in 6 minutes. Doesn't matter. Continue simming, and we'll see. So we got a bit of a visual glitch here, which sucks. Can't do anything about it. It'll fix itself in a minute here, so we can't really see how well we're doing. Just crossing our fingers that when we sim up, we're going to still be in a playoff spot here. Should be wrapping up pretty quick here. There we go, I think. Just going to close this. There we go. So 89 points. I think we should be good. Yeah, I think we're definitely good here. We should be clinching the playoffs real quick here. And there we go. We clinched the playoffs in the 3rd spot. Definitely not going to be slow simming this one. Reversing Vancouver in the 1st round here. We'll see if we can get past them. 0-1. 1-1. 1-2. Down to 5 in Vancouver. So we're going to have to sim into the next season. We're making great time here. Finish off the season in 7 minutes and 20 seconds, essentially. The off season, that's going to be the big thing. We're going to have to do that as quick as possible. You can waste a lot of time in the off season. Obviously got sim through here. Toronto won the cup. Doesn't matter. It's not us. I like how we've done things so far. Oh no, don't view retired players. Oh no, misclicks kill you in this game. Skip. There we go. We'll jump into the draft real quick here. We should have 2 first-round picks here, so we'll just quickly sim here. We could have tried the trade up, but I'm not going to worry about it. We'll draft Andrew Basha here. High top 6 forward, pretty solid for us. Beyond here, honestly, the AI is going to draft the best available, so it's not like they can go really that wrong. Just quickly view the draft class here and see if there's anyone that we want to like guarantee pick up here. That's going maybe later in the draft. Any gems? We do have 2 gems here. Honestly, I'm happy with how things are going. Let's just sim the entire draft, maintain as much time as we can, and then hopefully the AI just drafts us some good trade value here. Then we're going to have to go and do the re-sign phase. I do have staff set to automatic, so I think they automatically sign the staff. In terms of expiring, we definitely want to sign Gauthier to his entry-level deal. Beyond that, I don't see anyone goaltending-wise, so that's real quick and easy. We'll sim the free agents here, and now it's completely free. We can pick up as many players as we want, as long as we have the money. We should have money, I would assume. We were a rebuilder. I don't know how much money we're going to have. Definitely focused on picking up defensemen here. So we'll see what's in the first free agency. So we do only have 9.3 million. We could pick up like a Reinhardt. Again, I just want to see what's on defense. Barry, not much here. What about in net? Not really anything here. Just make sure there's no prospects. Okay, so honestly, Reinhardt's probably the best thing we could do here, but do we have enough money to pick him up? Will he come down off that? We don't have enough to pick him up. Martin Necas, he's an RFA. We could do Patty Kane. I think Patty Kane's probably the way to go here. We'll just do a 1-year deal here at 8 honestly, no, we'll go up to 9. And that'll be our one free agent signing to help us for next year. We really did need defense, but we'll try and make a trade later on in the year. So there you go. Patrick Kane signs with us. 10 minutes and we're already heading into second season. So we're making great time. If we keep this up, we should be able to do at least another 4 seasons. We should be able to sim up to the playoffs at least 5 more times if we keep up this pace. So we're doing nice. Yeah, we don't have all the accurate signings into next year, apparently. So straight to the trade block. We'll just see if we can pick up anybody here real quick. Again, just looking for defensemen most of all. We should have good depth forward-wise. Martin Necas is on the block there. We might have to go and pick him up. Teravainen, so some good offensive choices. I do want to get a defenseman, though. Preferably not just like an 85 overall, something better. Spurgeon, solid, but do we really want to go with that? If we miss, he's going to drop off real quick. We might have to give Spurgeon a try here. We might be able to get it done in the second season. Same with Carlson. That's another good option. We do have Letang, but just like older guys. No one really young here. Carlson, Mangiapane. Nothing amazing. Okay, let's go for, who was it? It was Carolina, Marty Necas. Let's go and try and sign him, or rather pick him up quickly here. In terms of what we're going to trade for him. What do we trade? We'll see if we can move away from some of these prospects here. We'll try this. There you go. Just like that, Martin Necas is picked up. We'll go and sign him real quick. I'm going to give myself a freaking heart attack doing this. RFA. Oh, we don't have money. I forgot. We're going to have to clear cap space. We have to move out cap space. We also could use another goalie. That might be something else to look at here. I don't really know what their cap situation is looking like. In terms of like overpaid Killorn, we're going to try and move on from Killorn here. Honestly, if we could pick up a goalie somehow in a trade back, that would be nice. Preferably someone with some trade value. I don't want to go for Swayman. That's too much. Could check off. That's a great contract. We should try to get this to go through somehow. We're definitely going to have to move out a prospect or two. Let's move out these two maybe. And they're over the cap, so we're going to have to... Honestly, wait, let's... Okay. We'll have to move Killorn to a different team. Let's try and do a cheaper player here to get this deal to go through. Ryan Strome. No, we'll do Gudis here. They're over the cap. Okay, not Gudis. Can we move someone else? Gudis, Fabry. How much does Fabry make? 4 mil for 1 year. I don't think we need Fabry. And we can just retain a little bit of cap space here just to get this to go through. There we go. Will this go through? No. We'll just throw in like a second and probably like a third. Just try and make this go through. Second, third doesn't go through. Honestly, take our first. Sure. Probably an overpay. We'll take us second, 2 seconds back. Will that go through? There you go. Trade accepted. So we got our goalie. We still got to move out Killorn because of the cap space. He's a little bit too expensive for us. So Killorn, honestly, just move him to any team for anything. Just a couple draft picks here. 3, 4. There we go. Can we get something like this? We got to take a player back to make the deal go through. Don't want someone with cap space or cap hit rather. Just take out like a fourth. Oh my gosh. The misclicks. There you go. So Calorant's gone. We should have the cap space now to re-sign Nikas here. Martin Nikas, I hope. So RFA, Martin Nikas. We can't really afford to go long-term here, honestly. That's fine. We'll just go 1 year here. I don't know why I negotiated like that. We'll have to sign him going into the next offseason. But yeah, we should make sure that signing goes through first before we even do anything more. Without even looking at the team, I think we need to acquire a defenseman. Honestly, we'll wait till the trade block or the trade deadline before we go in and acquire anybody. I think we have to call up Nikas here real quick. I think they shoved him in the AHL. We have very nice chemistry going on here, though. I'm really liking this. So we'll move him up to the NHL. And then we'll best lines to this. We'll have to take a longer look at our defensive core here because I'm not too sure what's going on there. But I'm liking this. McTavish, it would be nice to get him up if we could. Terry's done growing, so we can move him. Beyond that, can we grow him somewhere? Honestly, we'll move him up to the first line and just try to like develop him. Can we get Carlson? No, I'm gonna go with these lines. I want to try to develop McTavish if we can. Defensively, we're looking pretty solid here. We definitely need to pick up another defenseman. Do we have someone we could call up real quick just to help us in the now? We do. I don't know if this guy is all that good, but we'll call him up. We're going to have the best line system fix this real quick. Fix this again. Honestly, you know what? We're going to leave it. I'm going to leave Kane on that first line. Defensive is looking good. He is a top 4 defenseman, so hopefully he can grow. All we're really missing here is a top 4 defenseman, so maybe I kind of changed my mind here. We're going to go and try to pick up Spurgeon. The problem is if we do not capitalize and win a cup here quickly, he's going to start regressing, which is unfortunate. And he does have a lot of trade value. He also does cost a lot of money, so we're probably going to have to move another contract here. Terry gives us good trade, or not trade, rather good chemistry. We can move Strome here for the cap and then just move away from another prospect. Do we even have prospects? We still do have a couple top 6 prospects. Will this go through? It doesn't. Can we throw in like a first round pick here and get this go through? Trade accepted. There you go. Okay. Edit lines. I'm screwing this up a little bit because we're going to have to best lines this yet again. We're looking very, very deep though. Yeah, and Spurgeon, that helps us out a lot defensively. Get Mintnyuk up there. +5 goaltending. We're looking great. We're primed here to win a cup. So I'm taking a bit of a gamble here on Spurgeon, but we're trying to take home the cup right now in this year number 2. We're 17 minutes in. We're making great time. Let's sim to the deadline and then just make as many acquisitions as we can just to make our team as OP as possible, as we are trying to win the cup this year. So just simming the year. There's no reason we should miss the playoffs. I think we have potential here to get a President's Trophy. Again, we're still waiting on some of our guys, young guys, to develop here. Bit of a rough start to the season here. 2-4-0. See if we can bounce back here. I'm not too worried. 3-6-0. Not looking great. You can be very streaky in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a quick little win streak going. There you go. Back to 500. Back under by 2. 8-9. We're not playing great at all. We might have to make a trade sooner rather than later if we keep this up. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're really not playing great here. It looks like we got a little win streak going here. Badly needed this win streak. Can we get back up to 500? I was about to go out there and have to make it a couple acquisitions because we were doing really bad. We're back up above 500. We're actually in a wild card spot. 2-game losing streak there. Win streak. I would love if we just stay above 500 from now on as we go under and then get back up. I thought we were a better team than this. Pretty good goaltending. Could probably use a better top 4 defenseman right now, but we're trying to develop Pavel. Forwards wise, we don't really have superstars, but we do have like all-star caliber players. 30. We're just outside of a wild card spot here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the team. I don't really know what the problem is right now. We're not playing good enough. We are a buyer. We should be a lock for the playoffs, but we're not looking like it. I like the offensive core. Honestly, I don't have any complaint. Like, we're just not performing there. Oh, and then there's literally nothing I could think to do here unless there's like a superstar on the block, which you just never see. We'll go and quickly see if there's anyone on the block that like really sticks out to us. Other than that, like, I feel like this team is good. I don't want to completely sell our future in case we don't win the playoffs this year. I think I just saw Slavin was on the block. He is on the block, but that's a bad contract. I don't really want to take that haul. There's some decent rentals here in Chicago. I just don't know. Like, we're making pretty good time here. There's no reason to sell, to completely just like buy on this year. We don't have to. We could totally go for it next year. I mean, the one piece is maybe Spurgeon regressing, but he should have at least another year in him as a pretty solid player. I think I'm just going to sim it. We're going to risk it here. We're making great time. We're 20 minutes in. I want to try and finish this season up as quick as possible. Hopefully we win the cup. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. I think next year's the big year where I'm really going to like full on buy in. Again, this doesn't matter. We're going to skip over the trade deadline. Maybe we could do this in sub half hour rebuild of the Anaheim Ducks. That would be crazy. It's possible. If we make the playoffs here, oh my god. So we're just outside of wildcard spot here. We definitely are in a position where we need to be winning pretty much every single game if we can. As we just keep dropping games late in the season here. Another one to freaking Vancouver. Another one. Oh my god, we just slip into the playoffs somehow. We have lost more games than we've won. Oh shoot, force of habit. Didn't mean to do that. We somehow make it in the playoffs. We got Vancouver yet again in the first round. We'll see if we can upset them. We lost our last matchup to them. Game 1, we do beat them in game 1. Lose game 2, lose game 3. Lose game 4, and we lose in 5 to Vancouver yet again, bro. It's going to be so hard to beat Vancouver. They're just a stacked team. We got to get straight into next season here. And this is going to be the season where we're really trying to like full on go for it. I think we could get it done in this year. We're going to need a little bit of luck from the sim. Chicago wins the cup somehow. Oh my god, what is even going on with this sim? So Chicago wins the cup. I don't think we have a first. I know there's some good players here in the second round, but I'm just going to skip right over it. We're going to skip the draft. I think we're fine in terms of trade value. Just auto draft. Again, coaching staff should be getting automatically signed. I think Nikis is the only one we have to sign here in the offseason. That's like really big here. We'll sign him long term. We should be able to get him for 10 here. We'll do 10 years, 8 mil. Patrick Kane. He should be decent next year. I don't know what our cap's looking like. We're going to save the money. McTavish here will go 3 years at 2 mil. He should accept that. That's a pretty good contract for us. For Toronto, that's a little bit expensive. Lundstrom, we'll pick him up for like the 4th line. Again, I don't know what our depth is looking like here. That's a little bit expensive for me. Dumoulin will probably be able to find someone better. Goaltending wise, we do have Dostel here as the backup. Awesome. He wants like no money. Perfect. He's going to stick as our backup. I guess we don't really need a good backup now that I think of it in terms of unsigned players. There's no one we have to sign. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just hopefully everyone signs. Makes things easy on me. Oh no. Okay, so they're not making it easy on me. I think Nikes actually rejected. We'll try 10.5. It looks like he might not be cutting us a deal here, which is going to suck. Same kind of deal here with McTavish. No one is taking discounts. Simade here. Hopefully they take those. There we go. Awesome. So a little bit expensive on Nikes there, but it shouldn't kill us. And then we're going to get into the off season here. We're definitely going to do a lot of work as quick as we can here in this off season. For Haggy's here, that's big. Shea Theodore, yeah, definitely we need Shea Theodore. I'm just trying to think. I don't know how much we need to sign him for. I want to make sure we get him. I'm thinking 6.25 should hopefully get him through. 6.25, that gives us about 7 more million. I would like to try and get for Haggy here. We need to trade up. Not trade up. We need to get rid of some cap space here quickly. For Haggy. So we'll move on from Gudis here. Doesn't really matter what we get back for him, honestly. Just give me like a 7th round pick. I don't even care. I just want to get rid of that contract. Do we have any more cap space here that we could just dump? Who just doesn't really like provide anything. This Johnston guy is for some reason getting a contract. I think that's about it. We'll just get rid of this Johnston guy. Try to save every penny we can here. Again, I don't even care what we get back for him. Oh my god. Just give me like a roster player. I don't even care. It don't matter. Oh my gosh, okay. It makes sense. We do have to give a value here. I don't even care. Take a 6th. Okay, there we go. So free up just a little bit of extra money there for us. For Haggy, there we go. So we should have enough money to give Verhage pretty much whatever he wants. We'll try to get him as cheap as we can. I'll probably go 10.5 here for him, just in case someone gives him a lot. Besides that, we're going to sim here, and hopefully those two sign with us. And then kind of make our moves from there. Take like a deep breath here. So for Haggy signs, that's great. Theodore signs as well. That's going to be huge for us going into this next year. We have $2.7 million here. I don't really know what else we need. I see Federic here isn't asking for all that much. So honestly, if we could just pick him up, we don't really have money here. We'll send him that contract, see if he takes it. If not, no biggie. We could probably sign guys when we get closer. So he rejects it. I think we should have a pretty good team going into this next year here. We're almost halfway through this challenge. Going on to year 3. We've made the playoffs the first 2 years. Both we got knocked down in 5 to Vancouver. That's kind of the big guy we got to beat. Vancouver. Apparently Chicago. I guess now that Bedard's going to be grown. It says we're a seller. That shouldn't be. I don't know what's going on there. We'll best lines these rosters real quick. Should get Seagrass up here if we can. Honestly, yeah, Carlson's not been growing as fast as I would like to see. We're kind of stunting. Ooh, okay. Gauthier there, and then McTavish. Is Gauthier take face-offs? That's fine. Okay, +3. I want to try grow him. Frick! Spurgeon fell off hard. Uh-oh. Okay, so Spurgeon and Uyghur. I don't really know what... I think Uyghur's... this might be morale. Actually, this might be morale. Let's just give them ice time and hope they didn't actually fall off that hard. Goaltending. I think the morale is just bad here. Let's just sim a little bit, and hopefully the morale gets back up. Honestly, first, let's just check the deadline real quick. So... we're looking pretty good here. I don't really know what we need. I'm probably just going to buy at the deadline, if anything, because again, I don't really know what our team looks like. I feel like the morale is low, which is making things difficult. Dougie Hamilton's available. That's going to be a big option. He should probably be available even come trade deadline. Dunn is available. Honestly, Seattle here. We'll see if we can pick up Vince Dunn real quick. I don't know if we have the cap space. Who would we move out? We have to move out some cap space here. We'll move out Uyghur. So that ended up not working out very well for us. And we're running a bit low here on potential. Do we have like a couple first round picks here? There we go, trade accepted. So unfortunately, Uyghur didn't really work out. I thought it was maybe his morale, but he dropped in, his trade value was low, so I don't think that's what it was. We'll just best lines this quickly. Zegras, Nikas, this looks pretty good. Again, I would like to have Gauthier up here just so he can develop. Theodore. I'm hoping Spurgeon didn't actually drop here to that low. Fowler we still have here. Actually, he's scratched. We'll throw Fowler here on the bottom line. We're definitely going to have to rework this defensive core heading into the end of the season here, though. We have a -1 here. I think that's a visual glitch. So let's just quickly get here to the trade deadline now. Again, we are making really good time. That's something I'm going to have to keep in mind for the next time we do this. I didn't expect us to be making such good time. We probably could have taken a little bit more time making moves, making smarter moves. The objective has kind of been speed, bro. Speed. I am speed. That's what we've been going for this entire simulation. So we're starting out 0-3. We kind of have a trend here of starting the season really bad. I'm hoping we can bounce back. I need to remember come playoffs times that we need to switch our rosters into playoff mode instead of development mode. That's one thing I haven't really done thus far. Wow, we're really not playing good here. Again, if we get too far under, I'm going to have to probably make a move. I'm not liking it here. If we get to 20 losses before 20 wins, I'm probably going to try and make a trade. That'll be kind of my mark here. Every time I think we improve, it's like we kind of don't. I might have to take a look at the coaching staff. Maybe I'm wrong. It should be set to auto. I think it's auto signing. That might be the problem because I feel like we were really like underwhelming in terms of how we're simming here. Shootout loss. Lots of OT losses here. Lots of OT losses. We did technically get 20 losses here. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. This is bad. Oh my god. Big losing streak there. We need to make a trade now. Something's not working. Again, we'll just quickly take a look at the trade block. Something's just not sticking here. Honestly, I'm going to try to just go all in here. Barbashev's not a bad, or I think that was Barbarov, wasn't a bad option. Wierenski's there. He's a little bit older. If, Kempe and Foul. Oh, Kempe would be a really good pickup. We'll pick up Kempe here. Honestly, who do we move on for? I don't need 1, 2, 3, 4. No, forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does Bjorkstrand not have X factors? He does. He has X factors. Burakovsky has X factors too. Damn, I really don't know what's sticking. Something's just not working here. Burakovsky's kind of underperforming here. We'll try and upgrade on him into Kempe. Again, we'll just move on from our first round picks if we can. That didn't go through. Throw in maybe a couple seconds here. There you go, trade accepted. So that should be big for us. I think the big problem here, though, is still our defensive core. We need another guy. Yossi is here on the block, but If we miss, we're kind of screwed. I'm going to go for Hamilton here. Let's take a look at the defensive core. So we do have Dunn, Theodore. Yeah, Spurgeon fell off hard. Honestly, let's move on from Lacombe here. And Leno. Some trade value. We're going to have to move on from a contract here. As well as making sure we take a contract back. Who do we move on from? I don't even know. Honestly, kind of got to move on from Fowler's contract here. And do they have another defenseman here we can take? We'll just pick up another defenseman from a different team then. And just pick up basically any player we can. Gotta pick up another one. Don't want Cap. There we go. Try to push this through. Again, we'll just throw in a first. This should be fairly close. Can we do a second? We're going to have to do 2 firsts here. So we're out of first round picks. There you go. We got to go through. So Dougie Hamilton, that's big. I still think we'll quickly check here how many defensemen we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we still need one more defenseman. I'll pick up the best defenseman we can who's on the block. We are kind of in a bad cap situation here, so we need to pick up someone who's on the block and not making much money. Those are all offensemen. Damn, but Janevich and Sod is here at 89 overall. I might have to look at picking up Sod too. Is there no defenseman on this block? Dang. Block is looking rough. Okay, so Slav, they're expensive. There's really no one like really on like a nice contract here. It is just a bottom pair defenseman, but this is our all-in season. Killington, can we get retention on the contract here? And just get him in on the bottom pair? And then just like throw them maybe a couple seconds here? Maybe 3 seconds? There you go. Awesome. Last thing I want to see is if we can somehow get Sod over. I think he's on St. Louis with Buchnevich is there as well. But we won't be able to get Buchnevich. Forward-wise, who's getting kicked? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's time to move on from McTavish. We haven't really been able to develop him. We're going to have to move away a bit more cap space as well, though. Dang. How much are we over by? We're so close. Retain a little bit of cap space here. It's doing the visual glitch. This is not the time. I think we're just going to do 50%. Straight up. To get that to go through. McTavish. We'll throw... I don't think we have prospects anymore. Do we even have any prospects? We have a top 6 guy we could throw in here. We do have to take a roster spot back. Rejected. We're going to have to do picks. Second, 2 seconds. Still no. A third. Oh my gosh. We might not actually be able to do this. We're getting very low on trade value. This Schultz guy has crazy value for some reason. Throw in Schultz and then maybe throw in these picks. The 2 seconds. Okay, so McTavish isn't going to work. That would have been the best case scenario in terms of moving on from a player. The next best option, I would say, is probably moving on from Terry. Terry's getting paid a lot of dough. Terry, and then just throw in again bunch of picks and maybe a prospect. Where is he? This guy has a lot of value. I don't know how. He's a high bottom 6. Still no, the last offer I have here is throwing in this Gonchor guy. We'll see if this goes through. If it doesn't, we failed. Okay, so we can't get this trade to go through. We'll have to do the best lines with what we have. Besides, actually, we could do, we're kind of at the cap, though. We could pick up, like, a better 4th line. Let's just see what we have here. We're almost 40 minutes into here. I just want to get the best lines we can possibly set up here. First line, we're getting a +4. We can get a +5 with Kempe here. Carlson. Can we spread the wealth a little bit here? The 4th line is pretty weak. Do we have anyone in the AHL we can call up? We don't. Defensively, we're definitely looking a lot better here. We still need another defenseman too. So we need to acquire 1 defenseman and some like supporting cast on the 4th line. That's kind of like our goal here. So let's see. If we could, it would be nice to definitely try to get this all done in one deal if possible. We're going to need guys on cheaper contracts. We've said this a bajillion amount of times. Cheap contracts. We're looking for guys like 2 million max. Oh my gosh, everyone signed for so much. 1.6 Marcus Foligno. And then like a we need a defenseman more though. I'm really kind of dropping the ball here. Carrier, that's a good option. Shoot. We're going to have them retain cap, which sucks because it goes into next year, which means we're going to have to absolutely just like severely overpay to get this to go through. If even that, because these trades can be so hard to get through when it goes when you're retaining cap for when you're making the CPU retain caps for multiple years. Oh, we're still over the cap even with that, so that's not going to work. Wow. We might just have to run with it. I really would like to pick up 1 defenseman if possible. Oleskiak. There's no way there's anyone in free agency, right? Okay, last trade we're going to make here is picking up Radek Foska. And then we're going to check free agency and hopefully get a defenseman through there. Because I don't even know. 1 for 1. They don't want to retain cap. Throw in a 3rd. There we go. 42 minutes in here. We're almost 50 minutes away. We're going to have to like absolutely speedrun next year if we don't win this year. Thomas Tatar is actually sitting here. Oh, Tanev, that's big. We'll pick up Tanev. Hopefully he signs for that. And this Mitchell guy, we're going to need him as well. And then we'll just best lines it. I forgot we weren't even at the trade deadline yet. Okay, I think we got all of them. So, again, we'll just best lines it. And Kempe on the top line. Did we not pick up another guy here? They must be in the AHL. Let's see if we can somehow call them up. Oh, we picked up Killington. That's what we did, but we didn't. Oh, we are over the cap. Can we send these guys down? There you go. And then best lines. There we go. So I made a mistake there. Sucks we don't have any chemistry there on the third line. What can you do? We're also getting a minus here on the second line, which sucks. But besides that, I think we're good. If anything here, I honestly might just make this my last go at it. Otherwise, we're just going to have to speedrun the last year. Ian Mitchell's even play online, bro. Don't worry. So we got to try and make the playoffs here. I can't believe we're not even in a playoff spot. Oh my gosh. We're in like a position where we need to get on a big win streak here, or else we're going to be in a very awkward position going into next year. We're going to be short on time, short on assets. Nice little win streak here. So there we go. Back at 500, back over 500. And we'll just sim the playoffs here. So we're playing well so far since our moves. We definitely could. The thing isn't that I don't think next year we could be a good team. The question is whether we have time to get through the entire year next year. That's my one worry. And I still have to talk. We are in the third Pacific spot, which is good. So the Pacific is just really bad. But we do have to play good here in the end if we want to keep this spot. We're still in the third spot here somehow. We just lost it. There we go. So we clinched the playoffs. Again, not a great year. Do we have Vancouver again here in the first round? We do. Stop simulation. I'm going to quickly try and put the best lines we can together. This might be at the cost of next year. I don't know. I think our forward core is set about as good as you're going to get it. Defensively, I think we're good. Power play. Okay, the special lines honestly they look like they have it set up pretty good. I'm not going to worry about it. I want to make sure we can get at least another year in if we do lose here again to Vancouver for the third year in a row. Okay, so first round got Vancouver, please. First game 4-1 loss, second game 3-0 loss. Oh my god. Oh, in 5 again. Okay, we have to quickly go into next year. We've been eliminated in 5 to Vancouver 3 times in a row. We should be able to definitely get another year of sim in here and still have some time to do some trade line acquisitions. We do still have to do the offseason. Vancouver is just a juggernaut. We're in maintenance mode, I would say. Just try to make our team maintain as good as a team as we can going into this next year. Again, we're just going to skip the draft. Okay, thank you for all the pop-ups. We'll skip over the draft. Hopefully we can bring back the team. I don't know what our cap situation is going to look like. Oh god. This is not the time for misclicks. This is what happens when you rush a rebuild. Okay, Zegras. Oh god, he wants to get paid. We have to bring Zegras back. Can we just qualify him and then hopefully sign him later? Linus Carlson, 1 year, 5.8. That's not bad. We don't really have time here, so I'm just going for 1 year here. I'm going to try to muster the best squad we can. 5 years, 5.5. What's the best offer we can give to Zegras here? He wants a bag no matter what. We're going to try and wait on him if we can. Honestly, he might get offer sheeted though. Whatever, we'll sign him long term. He doesn't want that much, honestly. It's not even that bad. 8.5. Oh god, we have no cap. Oh my god, we don't even have cap. Oh my god. We're not looking good here. We'll sign Minute. He's actually up to a high elite, which would be nice if we were like doing more years. 4.8 mil. We can't sign anyone else beyond that. We just literally have no money. We're going to have to do some wizardry at this free agency. And we just don't have time. What's in free agency? Honestly, it's pretty nice, but our number one goal right now is just to try and get Zegras back in the lineup. We need to move on from some cap space. We need to clear up at least like $8 million in cap space, like fast. How do you mean Hamilton? Kemp? Whoa. Oh, they extended Kempe. That's the problem. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm seeing where the cap space is coming from. Okay, we'll just get rid of Spurgeon. This was the problem with Spurgeon. It ended up biting us in the butt. So I don't even care. Just get rid of Spurgeon. So that should give us the cap space to bring back Zegras. Trevor Zegras. How much money do we have here? Oh, no, we don't have enough. I was wrong. So that's easy money to move on from. Shoot. Zegras and who else is like getting overpaid here? Only other guy I can think of is like Kempe here, and then maybe try to get someone through free agency. Because at that cap hit, that's not even good. It doesn't really matter what we get here. I don't think we're going to be making much more trades. So again, just... we could definitely bring back Zegras now. I want to bring him back for as cheap as we can. It looks like 6 years is the best length we can do for him. We'll go 8.5 mil. I think he should accept that. If he's taking 8.5 mil, we should have a little bit of money here. Oh, actually, we have a decent amount of money here to make another acquisition. There's still like no one defensively. Does Tuck have next or nice X factor? He has okay X factors. I want to try to pick up Tuck here. 5 years, 7.3. We'll try to pick up Tuck. And then we'll just sim here. We only have 9 minutes left to sim the entire of next season. So Tuck accepts, but Zegras rejects. So we have to quickly go and assign Zegras. We screwed up the money. The only okay, you know what we're going to do? No, I have an idea. We have to trade him for someone who is good, but isn't making money. So let's look for a 90 plus overall forward who's just not making a lot of money. We have about $7 million in cap space. Sharing Govich. What are your X factors? You only have 2. Can we do Sharon Govich and Coleman and then retain on Coleman? Retain on Coleman, and then we'll just literally like give you the rest of like our trade value. Like, I don't even know. Oh wait, Zegras. We gotta move Zegras. I forgot. That's gonna make this a lot easier. In Zegras. I don't even care. Rejected? Really? Bro, work with me here. I don't have time for this. Who else can we move on from? What about like McTavish here? No, okay. Just Sharon Govich. Sharon Govich and shoot, bro. Skaters matching block. Oh my god, we're in such a bad spot here. You really won't do Coleman? Okay, Zegras 1-for-1 for Sharon Govich. Swing it a touch. I gotta watch the clock here. So at least we have some value there. 3.2. Can we get Coleman here somehow? Coleman here. And just move on from the guys with value. McTavish. And get rid of... We still have Gibson? Oh my god, no wonder we're having cap problems. Oh my god, bro, I didn't know we had... Oh my god. I don't even know. I just completely forgot about Gibson. Oh my god, bro. I literally just forgot Gibson existed. We have just over 6 minutes here to sim the entirety of next season. I don't think we have time to do any acquisitions at the deadline. I'm not going to risk it. We're just simming. On, let's go here. We signed Cole Iserman somehow from free agency, I guess. Edit lines. Cole Iserman's actually a nice pickup by the CPU. Go to roster moves. We don't have anyone there. We have a 74 on our fourth line. What is happening? Gosh. We're top heavy, but our fourth line is not good. And our bottom pair of defense, we're going to have to see if there's someone in free agency. There's no way this team can win a cup. We do still have money. So Oliver Killington, take it. Texier, take it. Miller, take it. Eberle, boom. Duchesne, boom. We have 5 minutes left here. Okay, they all signed. This is going to come down to the wire, bro. We'll do best lines again. Head coach edit lines. There we go. That looks good. Oh, they're still in the AHL, bro. Screw off. Okay, we got to call them all up. Oh my god. I am stressing so hard. Okay, now we'll best lines. Best lines, there we go. Get back up here. There we go. Scratched. Duchesne scratch, that's fine. Cole Iserman can play defensively. Do this. Okay. It's a team. It's a team. We have basically 3.5 minutes to sim this entire season. I don't even know if you can get through the entire season in 3.5 minutes. We definitely don't have time for trade deadline acquisitions. We're literally going to just have to go straight to the end of the year here and just hope we win the cup. Get out here. So I think this is what, year 4? Year 4? No, is this year 4? I don't even know what year this is. It should be year 4. Again, we're somehow starting off mid. I don't know what's wrong with this team. We got 3 minutes left to sim the entire season. I don't even know if that'll get us through this entire month with how slow the sim is. No, go, go, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How are we a 500 team? We're gonna... Oh my god. I don't have any faith in this team, bro. How are we simming like... How are we a 500 team? This team is so much better than that. Come on. Let's go. 18... Oh my god, bro. Can we even... Will we even make the playoffs? Can we even make the playoffs? We have 2 minutes left here to sim the rest of the year. I don't even know if we'll get through the year. I don't know if our team's even going to make the playoffs. We're under 500 now. Oh my god, we're back. Oh my god, we're 2 games under 500. 3 games under 500. Okay, we're back at 500 at the trade deadline. I think we're just going to be able to get through the playoffs. If we go to the finals, it's going to be really, really, really tight. A minute 15 left. I don't even know if we're making the playoffs. I don't even know if we're going to make the playoffs. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. We have to win like basically all the games to make the playoffs now. Oh my god, we're actually going to miss the playoffs. There's no fucking way. Oh my gosh, please. We freaking missed the playoffs in our final year? Are you serious? Well, guys, that's been the challenge. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, leave a comment, let me know if you want to see more of this, subscribe. This team couldn't make the playoffs. We couldn't win with Anaheim. My plan is to go through all of the teams. So we're moving on to what? Arizona. Arizona doesn't exist anymore. Going on to whatever team is next alphabetically for the next time. But as you can see, we've got 10 seconds left. Have no time to sim. How does this team miss the playoffs? Like, honestly. Like, I am just dumbfounded. And there we go. We're out of time. I'll just go and start the timer now. How does this team miss the playoffs? I want to go through... Okay, no. We're going through our team stats here. What is going on? In terms of mistakes, picking up Spurgeon was a mistake. Looking back. We can't go into... Okay, we'll just sim the rest of this and then we'll look at the stats. Trading for Spurgeon ended up being a bit of a mistake. We knew it was a risk. I did not expect him to drop off in 1 year. That was just terrible. Uyghur fell off a cliff. I don't even know what happened to him. He was only 31 years old. Florida wins the cup in this last year. He was 31 years old and he just dropped off to like an 83. And like, I think he lost his X factors too. So I don't even know what was wrong with him. Oh my god. I'm just like in disbelief. We didn't even make it out of the first round. We didn't make it. We didn't win 2 playoff games in the playoffs. We didn't even win 2 playoff games in a single series. That's how bad we did. We'll check out the point totals. You could just like no one in our team. I know we had great depth, but no one got over 70 points. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you being for real? Sharon Govich, 49 points as what? An 80 fell. If he fell off, of course he did. 87 overall. 20 goals for Texier, because why not? On the 4th line. Just picks up 20 goals, but we still can't make the playoffs. Speaking, our 4th line popped off. Wasn't good enough to make us make the playoffs, though. Theodore didn't play good. So maybe we needed to work on maybe we needed to manage our lines. This is what happens when you have the AI make your lines. Check out the goaltending. Okay. So did he even have a single good year for us? He had 1 good year. What about in the playoffs? I'm seeing the problem here. I think we went with the wrong goalie. I don't think we went with the right goalie. Leaving Gibson as a scratch goalie, taking up $6.4 million was a bit of a mistake. Yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah, that's been the video. Like, subscribe if you enjoy the series. Do all that good stuff. Tell me down below, and we'll go and do the next team in alphabetical order. It was a fun challenge, but God, am I disappointed. We'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves.